Lueroi's Pokemon Leaf Green Walkthrough, Part 33. Okay, so we're now on the underground path, which is the building you have to go in order to get to Celadon City, and you'll basically go down through one of these things again, and if you just go straight through, you will find the other ladder. Well, let me talk to this guy, though. Oh yeah, he talks about a sleeping Pokemon in Celadon City, which is what we'll see very soon because, well, we're pretty much in Celadon City now. We're in Route 7, though, and there's a hidden barrier right there. But yeah, this is Route 7. There's no trainers or anything in here, nothing to worry about. There's just some grass where you can find some basic wild Pokemon like Pidgey and stuff. So really nothing too fancy over here. But what is important is that Celadon City is right here, so we are now in, and before I do anything, I'm going to go heal up my Pokemon. Now, one thing you'll notice right away in Celadon City is the Rocket Grunts. They're kind of scattered about the city, so you know they're up to no good. And that's just great, because it means we're going to have to deal with Team Rocket some more. So I'm going to go through a tour of the city. Now, right here, this is the Pokemon Mansion, or the Celadon Mansion, actually. So I'm going to head inside because there's actually something very, very important you have to do in order to beat the game. Now, there's really nothing in here. There are a bunch of stairs over here you can go up, but they won't really get you anywhere. Basically, what you want to do is come over here and talk to this lady. And she talks about stuff, and she gives you an item called the tea. So, basically what it does is, well, I'll show you. I will show you. If you go back to Route 7, which is the route we came from, you will notice that there's another city entrance you can go into. And if you came in before, you'll notice that the guards don't let you through because they're thirsty and the road's closed or something like that. But now if you get the tea, he will take it from you and drink it, and he will then let you go through to the next city. Now, I'm not going to go into the city yet because that's something I want to take care of later. But you can basically now take... well, if you look at the map... Wait, do I even have the map? I don't think I do. But if you look at the map, you'll see that there's a city right there with 4 entrances. And 4 or 3 entrances, I don't really remember. And you can go through all of those now because the guards will... well, now they're not thirsty anymore, so yeah. And that's basically all you have to do in there. But, well, actually, no, that's not all you have to do in there, because there's something in the back that you might want to check out. And you'll just find some stairs that you can go up. You should go up all the way up to the top, and you'll find this place right here. And this little building up here is home to Mr. Know-It-All, because this guy over here thinks he knows everything. And even though he's, like, well, let me just talk to him. Yeah, he thinks there's nothing he doesn't know. And he knows everything about Pokemon and everything. And he even writes his thoughts on the chalkboard. Yeah, Pokemon lectures. Doesn't that sound fun? So, there's stuff you can read there, and I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to take this thing. Oh, it's an Eevee! So, let me see. Eevee is a normal type Pokemon. Now, the interesting thing about Eevee, you can evolve it into 3 different Pokemon. With a Fire Stone, you can evolve it into a Flareon, with a Water Stone, you can evolve it into Vaporeon, and with a Thunder Stone, you can evolve it into Jolteon. Now, all 3 of these Pokemon are pretty popular choices, and they're all pretty good. And a lot of you have been thinking I was going to use like a Vaporeon or a Jolteon on my team, but I'm actually not going to use Eevee at all, so I'm just going to put it in the PC. Yeah, I have other Pokemon I'd prefer for my water types or whatever, so... We're going to get out of here now. That's basically all you can do. So yeah, if you're looking for a fire type, a water type, or an electric type, this is where you want to go because you can find one of the evolutions. And that's basically all that's back here. But if you come over here, you can actually find an item, and it's an ether. And it's probably worth picking up, actually. Or you can at least sell it if you don't like to use it. So we'll head back into the main part of the city, which is down here. Now there's one more pretty cool thing I want to show you. Well, not one more. One other pretty cool thing I want to show you, and it's the department store, which is basically like a giant mall, and you can buy tons of items here, so it's really awesome. Now I think this place is 5 stories high, so there's really a lot of stuff to check out. Now this person right here, she sells, or he or she or whoever it is, they sell TMs, so you can get Roar, Hyper Beam, Dig, Brick Break, Secret Power, and Attract. So a few of those moves are pretty good. Brick Break's probably the best one. So yeah, those are the TMs you can get. And this guy will just sell you the typical items you'll normally find in a mart, like Great Balls, Super Potion. I actually would recommend you don't pick up super potions yet, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, then there's stuff like revives, and I'll pick up a few of those actually. You can get antidotes. I need to pick up a few of these actually. I don't have very many items at the moment. Paralyze heal, and I'll just get one, I guess. Now, awakenings, don't buy a ton of awakenings because pretty soon in the game you'll be able to get an item that can wake up any Pokemon for an unlimited amount of times, so you won't really need to worry about that. And then there's stuff like burn heals. I won't really need ice heals, and super repels, which I will really want because I didn't have like any repels back in the cave before Lavender Town, and it really just like really made me mad. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up some of those, and we're gonna head into the 3rd floor. So there's not really too much up here, but this guy is another move tutor in the game, and he will teach your Pokemon Counter. Now, Counter is a strategic move. It's kind of, it's not a direct attacking move. Basically, what it does is it absorbs a hit, a physical hit, then pays it back double. So, it's sort of a defensive technique, sort of, I guess. So, I'm not really going to use it, though. So, basically, that's what that is. So, I will head to the 4th floor, and this place over here is actually kind of nice because you can pick up the evolutionary stones. So, if you're trying to evolve your Eevee, this is where you want to go. Now, the only one I really need is a Leaf Stone because you can use that to evolve Weepin' Bell into Victory Bell. Now, I could do that anytime I wanted. I could do it right now if I wanted to, but Weepin' Bell can actually learn a move later on that Victory Bell can't learn. So I want to level up Weepin' Bell a bit more before I evolve it. And most all Pokemon that evolve from the evolutionary stones, most all of them learn all of their moves before evolving, so be careful when you use those because you might miss out on some good moves. So yeah, we're going to head to the 5th floor now, and basically this is your drug/steroid counter. You can get all of these types of items that will raise up your stats, and of course the X items, and they're actually pretty useful, but they're sort of cheap, so I'm not going to use them. Yeah, they boost up your attack, defense, speed, all that stuff in battle, so it's temporary. So yeah, that's basically that stuff right there. I'm not going to bother buying any of those. And I will head up to the top story, or not the top, the rooftop basically. And up here is a vending machine, and I'd recommend picking up at least one fresh water, because you can give to this girl right here, and she will give you an item in return. Now, unfortunately, it's not that great of an item. She gives you TM16, which is Light Screen. Now that's a defensive move. It raises your team's special defense. So, you know, it's not as good as the old games where they gave you Ice Beam, so that's kind of a bummer, but oh well. And now that we're here, I might as well say lemonades are really cheap, and they're great for restoring health, so I'd recommend stocking up on a bunch of those, and I'm actually going to do that right now. Alright, so I spent a bunch of money, and I didn't actually buy a ton of lemonades, but I got 15, which is a decent number, but some people actually buy like 50 of them, but I kind of want to save some of my money for stuff later on. So now we've basically seen everything here in the department store, so I will head back down. Alright, now I have some more stuff to check out, and another thing I want to show you is over here in Route 16, which is just west of Celadon City. Yeah, you want to come in here. Now, first off, you can find Doduos in here, which is a very good flying type Pokemon, so if you don't have any flying types and you want one, that's the place you want to check out. And also, there's some trainers there. I'm not going to fight them because I just want to come over here for now, because there's something kind of cool over here. There's a little hidden house, and if you head inside, you will find a lady in here. And, yeah, this is apparently her secret house, and she doesn't want you to tell anybody about it, so she gives you HMO2, which is the HM for fly, and you can use it to get from city to city really easily without having to, you know, go through all the routes and stuff, and it's also a pretty good move in battle, so it's definitely an item you want to pick up. Now, one thing you'll see down here is this giant Snorlax, and you're probably wondering, like, what in the world is this thing doing here? It's basically just a way to block you out from the other city for now, so we will come back later and take care of it, though, because there's an item you need to get it out of the way. And we'll get that pretty soon, actually. So now, there's more stuff in Celadon City, because this is like one of the biggest cities in the game. Now, once you have Surf, you can go up there, and that's another move tutor. Now, I'm pretty sure he teaches you Soft Boiled, which is a healing move, and if I'm wrong, I'll add up an annotation or something, but I'm pretty positive it's Soft Boiled. So yeah, and over here is the game corner, and it's a place where you can buy coins and gamble and get items, which is pretty handy. But you actually can't use any of those coins and gambling stuff unless you get an item called the coin case, and you can pick that up right inside here if you talk to this guy. And once you get the coin case, you can buy as many coins as you want and gamble all you want, and you can get some really good TMs at a high price. And I think you can also buy Pokemon. So Porygon is actually the one that's the most popular because it's the only place you can get it in the game. Alright, so we've basically seen everything in here now, and the only thing left is at the very south tip of the city. And when you come over here, you actually see it. It's the Celadon City Gym. So if you bike over here, you will see this giant place, and we're going to be heading in here in the next episode, so stay tuned for that.